this time other than when Ski was trying to find me. He said that I had moved. Yeah, I kind of had to, because when I'm on the upper level on that couch, I'm more likely to, when tired, take off my shoes and lay down. And if I lay down while tired, too much of a chance I'll fall asleep. I have to be somewhere where I'm less comfortable, so then I stay awake and don't miss my turn performing. All right, now for the regularly scheduled jokes. Always things happen in my life, even though at times I have to invent more things to stay active. And what does that mean? That can mean a lot of things. And the first one would be, you just never know what joke material I'll get from people, but I might as well give a shout out to Max or MVX because for some reason I spoke about porta potties in the past week, but I'm from Iowa and I found out that at a young age that they're called kaibos there. And I ended up signing a lot of high school yearbooks, Lyle Kaibo, because that's what people called me. And I didn't even know what a kaibo was then. Oops. But I'm the type that's probably like most people. I use porta potties when I've got no choice, where there's no other options available. But I found out there are worse things than porta potties out there. My grandparents grew up in even smaller towns than where I grew up, in the sticks, and there are times where I had to use outhouses, and those things stink! Because all they do is really just dig a hole in the ground. So yeah, I guess I would take a porta potty over that any day, even though I don't want to stay in a porta potty for too long, especially when it's warm. Got your own sauna that way, I guess. And there were other things where I'm not always aware of them being funny until I tell that story to people. I know that there was one comedy friend that said he didn't want to hear about my relationship that lasted 2.5 years and ended 5 years ago. But I found that sometimes there's still good material from it when it's appropriate. I said that I want to do horse-drawn carriage rides, but they're not much fun when you do them by yourself. Well, when I was in a relationship, I did one, and she thought I did it for her. It's like, no, I also did it for me. And yeah, it was kind of fun to do that around downtown Minneapolis, and I don't think it cost me all that much either. But my lasting impression was some of the pictures I took while we were on it, and then after we were done. We stepped off the horse carriage, and then I decided to take one right after we stepped off, and it was right when the horse was peeing. Yeah, I'm going to remember that one now. Well, I guess they have more of an excuse to just go wherever they want. It's not like they're going to arrest a horse. So, yes, there was that one, and always other things happening in my life. Yeah, job interviews, still going to them. I went to 3 in 2 days, and I know one of them was more enthusiastic about placing me somewhere than I was, which can be problematic. But I remember what a friend said to me about that. Yeah, people kind of tell after a while when you're worn down by the job searching process, so it becomes almost a self-fulfilling prophecy or self-defeating one. And it's like, what does that mean? Lie to yourself about it, that it's not as bad as it is, or fake it till you make it? Aha, there we go. So now I'll have to see if I can translate that spirit of performing over to something that I'm just not good at. Karaoke gives me more comedy material than I ever expect would. I do it for the stage time, but I have to perform karaoke at bars, which is not much different from performing stand-up at bars. There's one regular at a place I go to, and wow, he doesn't realize how much material I give him. Then again, I don't tell him that either, because if you want to keep good material, you don't tell people that you got inspiration on jokes from them. That's not flattering. But he hasn't seen me perform yet, so fuck him. Yep, I said it. He keeps saying he wants to, but he hasn't yet. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. This past week I was doing karaoke and I was coming out and he was talking to somebody in the parking lot. He said, "You can't leave yet, dude, because it's a 5-song minimum." It's like, what? And then he tried to say the same thing to patrons who were just coming. And I said, yeah, he's just, he doesn't work here, he's just having fun with you. Yeah, I guess that's one polite way of saying he's full of shit. Amen. Yeah, I mean, I'm the type that is fine with telling somebody when they're full of shit. I know I've done that to him before. He once said that he wanted to lend me money and borrow money from me. And he said he also wanted my hat. He already had a hat! Why does he need mine? Some people, I guess. I also know that sometimes people like my social media postings even when I'm not doing much. I tested somebody one time to see if they would still like it. All I did was enter the letter A and press send. They still liked it. So, yeah, people are weird about social media. Well, I guess that'll do it for me. Thank you, and great.